Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Metroid. In the last episode, we defeated the Crocomire, and we are in his little back lair area. We just got a couple of power-ups, but we are just about to get our next beam upgrade. It's not really an upgrade, it's more like a utility, but you'll understand it when you see it. We'll first just continue going down the shaft that we had before, and we are in this room with blocks everywhere. Just kill all these flies because they're really annoying. Alright, and you see we have this ramp going up here, and then there's a bunch of these platforms that go across the room that don't lead anywhere. You could wall jump up here, but then you end up with like a little cliff overhang, so what do? You bomb the room and you find out that there's speed booster blocks here. And these are power bomb blocks. So power bomb that, clear it out to give yourself enough room to run and jump very, very far. And here we are on this end. So we go through the door. There's the Chorizo statue giving us our grappling beam. Now the grappling beam is actually like another selectable item like your missiles and super missiles. See up there, it's the fourth option. It's still open doors. Not very good for combat, but why did I go back out the door? What I'm supposed to do is go up here. And you see there's those blocks again. You aim up, and it's got a decent range. And you could swing yourself around using the directional pad. But let's go back here for a second and see if I can actually pull something off. Because you can actually... hold on. You can actually attach these rippers, and they will provide you stuff to swing on. Like, you can swing on them. And what the game expects you to do, I think, is just something like that. Alright, yeah, there we go. This is very difficult to do. But, yeah. Actually, I can't remember the last time I've done something like this. I was trying to do this in my practice files, but I missed. Great. There's 4 of them. I never made it past the second one. But, you know, you're supposed to basically swing from enemy to enemy, get across the top there. But there is an easier way to do it, as I will show you now. This is the way that I believe everybody does it. Use the ramp, and you just wall jump up here to get the next missile pack. Quite a lot of effort for just a missile pack, but hey, what are you gonna do? So anyway, that was a nice little detour. Let's go back to where we got the beam. Over here. And we can actually wall jump up this wall too. So a lot of places where it seems like you need the grappling beam, you really don't. You can easily just wall jump across there. I believe the grappling beam is a wholly unnecessary item. But then again, you can say that for almost anything. The only things you really need are the morph ball, bombs, like just one set of power bombs, one set of missiles, and one set of super missiles, and I think that should be enough to successfully complete the game. But, yeah. Grappling hook, the grappling beam, definitely helps to get across some tricky areas like the one I just crossed right there. But that entire section wasn't really necessary. It's more like a tutorial, because we could have just come back out to the bottom of this shaft here and wall jumped our way back up. And I believe that they actually meant you to use the grappling beam on that ripper over there to get across to the room on the left that had the other power bombs. But whatever. There's one other place where you can use the grappling beam here. That's at the other end of where Crocomire died. Here. Come on. And there's another energy tank. Yay. Okay. Now I think we can progress to get our next true beam upgrade, which is back in another part of Norfair we've already been in. So we want to go up. Ignore the save room. Let's go up here. Now I see there's actually two ways you can go. You can go down, or you can go up. Well, down is just a way back for you if you fail this next section, which is another grappling hook section. I think this is one of the places where the grappling hook is actually required. Alright, and you get another missile pack. This leads us back to the initial Norfair shaft. Right here. Shoot our way back from the bottom. And now, let me think about where we're supposed to go. I think we go this way. Because at this point, like, this run is completely unfamiliar to me, doing everything in the proper order. I mean, I usually get the ice beam as one of my very first items. I usually have the wave beam by now, which is where we're going. So you gotta go all the way around again. Actually, I think I might show you something. You see that normally when we got the speed booster, we went down from where we were, across this to the right, all the way around, up this shaft here, and there was the speed booster. But if we go back to this little Nexus room, I want to show you something that can be done. Just go up here, lay down a power bomb, go over to the floor there, and you're back up here, and come on. And kill those enemies there. They're out of your way. Just barely inch your way into this door, take a running start, and, well, jump. But I didn't do it that time. Go! Yeah, and you can actually wall jump over here, and you skip the whole thing. And we're back to that one area. You might remember, I think I saw it in the last video or two videos ago. Right over here. There was a missile pack here, and there's more grapple beam blocks here. Alright. And here is the wave beam. Now the wave beam is like doubles the strength of your ice beam, or of your beam with the spazzer and the ice upgrades attached. But more importantly, I'll show you something. It allows us to shoot through walls, so we can actually hit those things from the other side. This allows us to get back into Green Brinstar from Norfair without having to go all the way around up through Red Brinstar to the criteria and whatnot. I'm trying to figure out where it's supposed to go, but there is actually a couple more things we can get here. So now we can easily shoot these enemies through walls, which makes them much easier to dispatch without getting hurt yourself. So there's a super missile door here, another missile pack in there. Missed the jump. Yep. Samus is about to do a cannonball into lava. Boom. And she actually finds that there's an actual hole up there. Missed, but that's okay. Shoot the ground there, this little platform comes up. And allows you to just roll over there. And behind here, I think there's a couple more things for us to get. Freeze the seahorses. Can't kill them unless you use super missiles, which I think I might. There's that guy. And come on. We have our second reserve tank. So now we can hold up to 200 health in reserve. Hopefully we'll never need to use that, but I guess I should show you how it works, kind of. But there is another missile pack here. This one I discovered on accident by my own, because I was trying to kill the seahorse or something like that. I mean, I think that's how most people find it. But, you know what? I might as well show you guys how the reserve tanks work. So, you see right now, I have 100 in my reserve tank right now. So if I decide to sit in here in lava and wait for my health to drain, you'll find that after I lose all my health, then I get 100 more, and the little auto sign in the top left corner becomes blue, indicating that I do not have any health in reserve. So I better be careful now and make sure I don't lose all my health, but that's okay. I'm kind of used to this section, doing the section with low health, because I normally come into this room with like only 3 health, 3 energy tanks. So now where do we need to go? So let's go back down through here to the left and make our way back to the bottom of Norfair, I think. Actually, I don't know where we're supposed to go. But I think we can make our way back. Because now that we have the Wave Beam and the Grapple Beam, well, we don't really need the Wave Beam right now anyway, but now that we have the Grapple Beam, we can go and make our way over to the wrecked ship, which means we have to go back up through the criteria. I'm just trying to think of if there's any more upgrades we can get that I haven't already gotten, but I guess we'll figure that out later. I know there's something in Red Brinstar that I can get, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that right now. What are we on for time? 12 minutes? Yeah. I think I'll just make our way back to the criteria first and call it quits for this episode, but there's still a ways to go, so we're back here in Red Brinstar. Alright. Aw, no. It's not what I wanted to happen at all. Just getting myself nailed here, which I can't really afford to do since I don't have as much energy anymore. I actually have 2 energy tanks, that's plenty. But I still like having extra insurance. Like I said, every time I speedrun this game, I always do it 100%, and I'm going through this one path, like, quite a bit. So you see this part here where I was using the ice beam to just climb these rippers. You can jump, wall jump most of the way. This part right here, you either need to do bomb jumping or you need to be really good with something, I don't know. Shine sparking, I guess maybe you could pull that off, but I don't know if there's enough room to build up enough speed for the speed booster to kick in. Alright, so if you remember, this room also had grapple beam blocks that were stopping us. You'll find in most speedruns that this next item we're going to get is the one that most people skip, just because it's so out of the way. I mean, it's not really out of the way, but the room takes some time to get through. Unless you have other upgrades. So you bomb this, it goes up. You fall through here. And here, we have the X-ray scope, which, for most people who have 100% of the game without a map, this is how they found most of the items. Because if you use this, and you hold the run button, you can see that it shows you areas where there's, false blocks and stuff. And this is very, very helpful for finding secrets and other things. So you can see there's a block up there. So if I could just... There we go. I can go around here, jump, and fall. The only thing is you can't run while having the X-ray scope equipped. So usually you want to like clear out a room entirely, then move every few, feet or something like that. Now, I don't really, I know where all the upgrades and items are, so I don't really need the X-ray scope anymore. Yeah, that's what it does. I don't know what else to say about it. It's very useful for finding upgrades, and that's about it. And it is necessary, you have to get it if you're going to 100% the game, so That's the other thing. Like, I'll show you like which item upgrades I did require the X-ray scope to find. And the thing is that when I wanted to 100% the game the first time, I basically was like scrounging everywhere. I'd go through like every room and use the X-ray scope on every wall. And you can imagine how much time that took. And it's just because, I mean, I guess I could have just looked at a map online, but I kind of felt like it'd mean more if I did it myself, you know. I'm sure maybe like Nintendo Power or something had a map that showed all the upgrades, but I don't like resorting to walkthroughs and maps because at that point it takes all the fun out of it. So we're here again. There's nothing that we haven't gotten in these areas already. At least I don't think so. Hasn't been that long since I've played this game, so still remember most of it. Alright, so what are we on for time? 16 minutes? Yeah. So, I think I'm gonna call it quits for the episode now, guys. Tune in next time, and we will stop dancing like that. And make our way to the wreck ship. Till then.